continuing on our yearly metal binge, 1994. 1994 in black metal. Oh my god. Have you seen the amount of fucking releases this year? It's actually stupid. The amount of classics released this year boggles the mind. I cannot throw every single one onto this list. It's actually impossible. So there's going to be 1,000 fucking comments like, you missed this band. Good. Tell me the bands I've missed. Tell me the albums that you think are the best of this year. I want to hear your guys' opinions. But for me, let's talk about my favourite releases from 1994. So, got a list here of honourable mentions, and oh boy, the fucking doozy and the shitloads. First up, Non-Servium by Rotting Christ. Masterpiece of an album. I do prefer Thy Mighty Contract, and I had that on a previous video, so I'm not going to mention it on this one. Svartalheim by Ancient. One of the best Ancient albums, if not the best Ancient album. Opus Nocturne. Fucking masterful album by Marduk. Hades, again, shall be. Again, masterful fucking album. Thou Art Lord, amazing debut. De Mysterious, Don Satanus. What, you're saying that as a fucking honourable mention? For me, it's good. Don't get your panties in a twist now. It's good, but it's not in my top. Gorgoroth's debut, fantastic. And the Shadow Throne. Oh my god, those were the honourable mentions. What the fuck am I going to mention in my actual list? Well, let's get to it. I'm going to get some comments for the De Mysterious being an honourable mention, but fuck you. Let's talk about my list. Starting with one of my favourites from this year, Transylvanian Hunger. Transylvanian fucking Hunger by Darkthrone. The best Darkthrone album. All you Under a Funeral Moon cunts can fuck right off. Fucking suck it. No, I'm joking. That album's amazing. That album's amazing. But I had loads of comments on my previous video, 1993, like, where the fuck is Under a Funeral Moon? I didn't put it in because I'm talking about Transylvanian Hunger today, which I think is a better album. The production is better. It just sounds more evil. Like, it's just so crackly and raspy, and the vocals are just insane. It's probably one of the most raw albums I've ever heard, aside from Ulver's Nathan's Madrigal. That one's actually ear-piercing. And I love it. Transylvanian Hunger has my favourite songs on. Just everything about it's perfect. It's a 10 out of fucking 10 album, and I fucking adore it. Next up, The King Laveldi by Enslaved. Oh boy, this debut by Enslaved is masterful. All long songs mixing black and prog just in the perfect way. Icy cold atmosphere and just, you know, sprinkles of what was to come for Enslaved. A lot of people love Frost more. For me, I prefer the debut. So, yeah, I'm going to mention the debut on this list as my favourites of 1994. Heviz Lyset Tar Oz. How amazing is this album? This album is just one of a kind. Completely different to the previous Burzum albums, completely different to any Burzum album that comes fucking after it. It has this more drony atmosphere, has this more depressing tone to it. Everything from the album cover to the music held within is just flawless. It's just flawless. It's bleak, sorrowful, and meaningful, and I love that. One of the best black metal albums of all fucking time. It just is. In the Night-Side Eclipse, come on. Emperor is a flawless band. All 4 albums are amazing. I'll have no arguments there. Prometheus is great as well. If you like prog, Prometheus is great. But In the Nightside, it has the fucking songs, doesn't it? It just has the fucking classic songs, the atmosphere, the melodies. The keyboards work so well in the music. One of the best symphonic black metal bands of all fucking time. They just can't be beat. Seen them live and they fucking blew my fucking balls off. Love them. I gotta mention the Nightside on this list. Next up is First Spell by Gehenna. What a fucking fantastic... I don't even think it's a full length. I think it's like a demo album, but still gotta mention it here because it's one of the greatest albums by the band, and also in black metal in general. The melodies, the mood, the atmosphere, just everything about this album screams black metal perfection. And yes it is. Yes it fucking is. I've never mentioned Gehenna on the channel before. So yeah, here we are, giving him big balls praise. Big ball praises. Love it. Carpathian Wolves by Graveland is also here. That's one of my favourites by the band. raw nature of it, folky elements, folky melodies. You know, Graveland has a lot of good albums, but this one is going to be hard to top. You know, this one's going to be hard to top, and it kind of lays the foundation of what's to come for the band. But it's a classic, and it's easily one of my favourites. And last but not least, I'm going to mention something I can't fucking pronounce. It's by Dawn. You know Dawn, Slaughter Son, amazing. But it is Nea Solon Gar Nipper for Gehenna. Everything will be in the description, so I don't fucking just butcher everything, but Dawn is probably one of the best melodic black metal bands of all time. I know you might say Dissection or Immortal, but Dawn, man, Dawn is just... It should be right up there with the greats. This album, flawless fucking album. If you don't know it, go give it a listen, go check it out, because it's just as good as Slaughter Son, if not better. And if you've not heard Slaughter Son, go check that out as well. Questy's rules for the day. So yeah, those are my lists of bands and albums from 1994, which I think are the best. Let me know ones I've missed down below. What are your favourites from my lists, and what are your favourites in general? And we'll see you again on another Quest for Metal.